Hi. I always have this problem when I do portrait. I mean landscape. Hey everyone. I will wait for some folks. Good to see everyone. I'm in my Easter egg. Hey Susan. Hey Vicky. In case you didn't notice, this is a live stream. So if you're watching this afterwards, that's why. Hey guys, you guys are awesome. So I wanted to do this quick live stream. I'm working on a number of projects right now. I wanted to fill you in on some of that stuff and talk to you about some of the social media I do, how I work, where you can find me, what my schedule's like, you know, stuff like that. Because I think it'll be helpful if you're interested in what I'm doing for you to follow along, knowing that. So basically, if you're new here, which some of you are, I am an independent, listener-supported, investigative journalist who relies for a good percentage, about 99.9% of my work is reliant upon open source information, which means it's available in the public sphere. It is government documents, transcripts, the FOIA vaults, other outlets that report things, minuscule outlets, bigger outlets. A lot of the times I take a culmination of 7 or 10 stories from different mainstream media outlets and call out the bull, which is a lot, and find the common threads and then expand upon them from there, kind of being able to tell what's fact from fiction, what's fake news, what's propaganda. And hey guys, it's so good to see you. I really am excited you're here. And then like distill that down and try and give you guys the truth of what's actually going on. And a lot of that, for the like when I'm going to be using some instinct or some speculation or some gut, I'll tell you, because I think it's important that you know what is fact and what is my opinion. And I've been humbled in that a lot of people care about my opinion. And so I've begun over the past several months to share more of that, instead of just doing a video where I'm fact-based, rattling off facts and research that I found to you. I've started kind of putting some more commentary into things, sharing some more of my uncensored thoughts, and things like that. And so as I've been kind of growing through this and evolving and changing for the better, I think, anyway, I have incorporated a number of different things into what I do. And I just figured that I should let you guys know, like, how it is that I'm structuring myself. So, there's been a whole big mess of nonsense with YouTube lately, and I'm blessed that I have a channel sponsor to help me on YouTube. I don't rely on YouTube for monetization. I don't make money really off of YouTube at all, except for the generous donations of you guys when you do a super chat or something, which is incredible. YouTube does take 30% of the super chat, but it's still amazing of you to do. It humbles me every time. So YouTube has mainly been an information venue for me. It's a way to get out a verbal report of what I'm doing to everybody out there in a very quick way, sometimes via live stream, sometimes via something that I put together on the fly, and it's been very helpful. I have been, over the past several months, kind of making my YouTube contributions not necessarily less, but more impactful and less frequent. So in other words, I will make sure, rather than putting up content every single day, I try to get a video up to you guys like every other day, maybe every 3 days. I just want to make sure that I have something substantial to tell you, and that it makes sense, and that it's important, and that's something that you can use. And a lot of the times I do get people saying, your videos are too long or they're too complicated, and I've been attempting to try to fix that for you, and cutting them down a little bit, or giving a disclaimer right in the beginning, giving you guys a summation of what the video is going to be about right in the very beginning of the video, so that way you're not sitting through a half-hour story like, okay, what's the punchline here? Because it's hard, and you guys are brilliant people, and the last thing that I want to do is waste your valuable time talking about something that doesn't make sense or isn't properly presented. So I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes to try and get things more put together, so to speak. And I find that while YouTube is a very valuable tool and will continue to be for me, I am finding it less and less appealing to use, for lack of a better word. So I have really jumped headfirst into my podcast, and I've found through research that a lot of people here, a lot of you watch it, but or listen to it, but a lot of you don't know how, and the numbers of people that I have here are substantial, which is awesome. And so I want to try and get you guys not only looking to my YouTube channel for the reports that I put out, but also trying to get used to podcasting platforms so that you can hear this podcast. I care about this show a lot. It is like my baby. I love doing it. It is so much fun. It is what I look forward to 3 days a week, and hopefully in the coming months it'll be every day. It is funny. It's all because of Frank. It's all because of Frank. It's not me. It's funny. It's timely. It's what's happening right then. It's 3 days a week, so I'm not really missing anything in terms of breaking news. It's analysis, it's deep dives, it's fact-based, it's culture, it's everything that's going on, and it's uncensored talk between me and a good friend of mine who is Quite Frankly from the Quite Frankly podcast. And he's really great, and I'm just very, very blessed to have him. And I'm honored that I can work with him. And it's the Dark to Light podcast with Frank and Beans, and it's a little play on words there, but it's good. He just adds something that I could never bring to the table, and we play off each other really well. And as we've been doing the podcast, it's just gotten better in my opinion. I will gloat about it because I really think it's good. It's just we just love it. We just have so much fun talking to you guys, and we've been really humbled by how many people are listening, but I want it to be bigger. I want this podcast, they have not gone after podcasting as of yet anyway. I can say things in my podcast, and we can joke about things in the podcast that we don't really get the luxury of doing all that much on YouTube or even Twitter for that matter. So you can find the podcast on TuneIn. You could listen to it either on your computer. It's on demand, so you can listen to it whenever you want. If it comes out, like it comes out every day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the platforms at 2:30 Eastern. But you can listen to it like at 10 at night or at 6 in the morning. It doesn't matter. It's on TuneIn. It's on Stitcher. It's on Google Podcast. It's on iTunes. It's on radioinfluence.com, who does our production for us, and they're a great group of guys over there who really try really hard they do such a great job, and they've got other shows on their network too. And it's a guaranteed Monday, Wednesday, Friday dose of Tracy Beans, if that's something that you're looking for. It's a guaranteed Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Oh, you guys are crazy. The compliments just, I'm blushing. This is why I don't like to put my face on the screen. Thank you. It is a Monday, Wednesday, Friday guaranteed hour of dissecting the news, Spygate. It's where I want to start focusing a lot more of my energy as I work towards some other really big, bright, beautiful things that I'm doing, which will be announced very soon. I put a call out. Hey, Big Red is sleeping over there. If you want, there's this button. It's an X at the top of the screen. You don't have to watch. You're welcome to leave. Nobody's keeping you here. Nobody. So I put out a call on my Twitter account, which is another place where if you want to watch what I'm doing, I am on Twitter 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If I'm not putting videos up, or I'm not posting articles, or I'm not writing or doing my podcast, I am on Twitter sharing my thoughts, writing threads. I have a Parler account, I have a BitChute account, I have a Gab account, I have all these accounts, but for right now the war is on Twitter, and that's where I'm focused. So I do all of my work on Twitter, everything. You cannot shut me up on that damn platform. No matter what I'm doing, I'm there on Twitter, no matter what. So I put out a call on Twitter for some interns for the summer, and there's a very specific reason for that. Doing something really, what I think is really cool, that'll be talked about very soon. But I will be getting to all of those emails. I got an absolutely overwhelming response from folks about that. So I'm going to be putting up, I'm going to be contacting everyone back. I've reached out to a few. I have some appointments set up. We're going big, people. We're going big, and we're going big soon. So I'm done being in this sort of, I can't explain it. I am changing the way I do things for the better. There is a market need for news and information with integrity, and we don't get that from barely anywhere. There are, like, I could count on one hand the number of outlets who consistently provide unbiased information with integrity. Of course, I am a conservative. Of course, at this point in time, I lean that way. And it just so happens that a lot of the criminality we're looking at this point in time is coming from the other side. But that doesn't mean that there is no criminality on the Republican side of the fence either. And I am absolutely happy to expose that often. And it needs to happen. And there needs to be more choice, and the market will decide where they put their support. So if you reached out to me to become an intern for the summer, stay tuned. I'll be getting back to you very soon. And so outside of that, again, please take a step outside of your comfort zone. Go to a podcasting platform. Listen to the podcast. Give it an episode or two. If you don't like it, that's fine. I think you will. I really do. I think it's a lot of fun, and we have a lot of fun doing it, and it's really important to me. So I wish I had all of you guys over there, and I know that I don't. So that's why I'm here. Anyway, 10 minutes of me blathering on. I just wanted to reach out to you guys and let you know I have appointments today. I'm on the go, but I'm hoping to get some more content up for you tomorrow. I'm working on that Guccifer story more. It ties into Jonathan Weiner in the State Department now. Whew. So much going on. Oh, I'm seeing Mike Flynn hired Sidney Powell. Well, that's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. Before I go, I want to tell you what my vision is, okay? My vision is to take this sort of unpenetrated mainstream news platform and make it obsolete, or fix it. And I'm not going to stop until I do that. So I just wanted to let you know that that's where I'm going. We need to do it. We need to replace it or fix it. And if we can't fix it, then there's just going to have to be something better to come along and replace it, right? And that's the goal. So anyway, love you guys. We'll look into the Sidney Powell news. Very busy. If you don't hear from me for, a day or so, don't fret. I'm always working for you guys. If you guys support me on Patreon already, thank you so much. You allow me to do this 24/7. I appreciate you more than you know. Many of you guys have sent me PayPal money, and I appreciate that more than you know. A lot of us who do this now the right way, we take knocks from folks for accepting monthly contributions to our work. I don't feel guilty about it at all. If you guys appreciate my work and you'd like to support me, you can find me on Patreon at patreon.com/TracyBeans with a Z. If you guys want, my PayPal address is in the description box, as well as my Subscribestar account. You are making all of this possible. Without you, it wouldn't happen, and that's super important to me. At the end of the day, if the product isn't something that you can get behind, you will leave. And that's on me. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great one. Thanks for listening.